All right, my name is NK24 and welcome to the Wealth Creation Challenge. This plan here of creating wealth is going to be delivered over the next 90 days. Today we are on day 25 and we're posting little nuggets of the plan so that it's digestible. They ask us, there's always a phrase that how do you eat an elephant? You have to eat an elephant in small chunks. And creating wealth is a mission that takes years. You can become rich within a day. We see a lot of people getting rich within one day, winning the lotto, but you can't build wealth in one day. It takes years to build it. And so that is my mission. That is what I am going towards it. I am actually just pushing towards that. I'm in this for the rest of my life now. I'm 30 years old, so for the next half of my life, I'm committing to this part here where I'm just gonna create wealth. I'm just gonna push and push and push. And that plan, you have to have a plan. You have a goal, you break it down into a plan. And this plan, I'm delivering it here. So there are two phases to the plan, and we have wrapped up. We are on the last step on the first phase. Okay. And this is step number 5 in phase 1, which is repeat the process. Now, I'm going to kick things off by saying this famous quote. I'm not sure who said it, but okay, it says, repetition is the mother of all skill. What does that mean? It means that to get good at a skill or to be successful at something or to actually just have it create a habit, repetition is required. And that is why they say success is boring, because it doesn't require complicated thinking. It requires you to do one thing right and then repeat it, or get a few things right and repeat 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 and repeat. And most people, what happens is that most people get bored along the way, and guess what? They start to look on the side and they do that and that and that and that. And that's what I did. I remember 2017. I just came out of a business which really shattered me, and I had zero money. But I was able to rebuild in such a quick manner. In 3 months, I managed to get a good place to stay. I managed to get a car, to get my credit good, and get a car, and then get a credit card, and then I had a abundance of money coming in, flowing in. Guess what I did? I stopped doing what I did. I started on weekends. I started looking at, oh, let's go have fun with the friends. I stopped putting the amount of effort. I stopped preparing for training sessions. I just thought, I've got the magic touch, or I thought I was bored. Why do I need to be confined in these 3 streams of income? Why don't I expand to more? And guess what? The wheels fell apart. And they fell apart so hard, really, really hard. And so that was one of the biggest lessons there. I should have stayed focused. Look, I should have observed what got me to where I'm at, and how do I multiply it, add fuel to the fire to make it blow up. I was actually talking to a friend today. I was telling her that had I known what I know now 3 years ago, I'll be a flipping millionaire today. Like, I'd be worth R1 million. Like, not just R1 million, probably more. But then I'm like, told her again, I don't need to worry because I can do it again. I've done it once, I can do it again, and I'll probably do it even bigger. That's why I'm so thankful for all the failures in my life, because they've allowed me to really realize that I was thinking small. Actually, the aim is to think big. So let's talk about this step here. We're going to be spending the next 5 days going deeper on this here. But the reason why I started off with that quote is because we started off with creating income, which is step number 1, as you can see. Once you've started to create income, you could probably have income. The next step is for you to invest in yourself, which is step 2. And this is where now you invest in skill or whatever that is going to create more income. I remember when I started coaching, I started coaching for free, and then I saw an opportunity, then I started coaching privately. Or actually, before I started coaching privately, I invested in skill, knowledge, to make sure that the team I coached really became great. I was investing in myself. I had an income, I was working, all right? And then I used the money to invest in coaching courses and just make sure that I'm fully invested myself. And guess what happened? The team became better. And then one parent came with an idea that why don't you start a boot camp? We'll pay for it. Guess what happened? Step number three, my income started to grow. All right, it started to grow. But my biggest mistake was I didn't do step four. I did this, many people get ya, and guess what? Funded my lifestyle. I stopped at step three. All right. What I should have done was all this extra money, regroup, look at how much is coming in, and look at my current lifestyle, because I was able to live with just my only stream of income before even this. I should have kept it the same and blow this up and then start step four. But I didn't. All right. So now what's happening is that now I'm at a point where I am producing more income where I'm at now. I am producing more income because why? When I got to Johannesburg beginning of the year, I created income, I got a job, and then I started investing in myself, all right? And then I started looking at how could I grow opportunities that I've got, and then boom, started doing extra things. I do accounting for my friend, I got extra projects going on, and then boom, this happens. This didn't immediately equal to that, but I had to keep at it. And then boom, got an increase in income. Then what happens is that I started to break even. Then I started to make a little bit more. Guess what? I haven't changed my income. I haven't changed my lifestyle. That was my biggest mistake. I'm tempted right now to change it. It's like, why don't you go live in a different place? Why don't you go out with friends? Stop it. Okay. Using the extra income to reinvest in myself so that this keeps growing. I predict that next year I will probably be producing enough to start this phase here. All right. Remember, don't rush into saving. Make sure you are overflowing in terms of income. That is just you can reinvest your money. You can reinvest in yourself, and you still got leftover. Then that money goes here, storing that. And then after you've started to store it, you start thinking of, okay, how do I blow it up even more? And this is where step 5 comes in, which is repeat the cycle. Meaning, you create more income, you invest in yourself even more, and you create more income, you store even more, and you repeat the process. It never stops. This process never stops. And once this storage is gushing, it's got this amount of cash in your storage, then you think of phase 2. Right. Once we finish this in the next 6 days, we're going to start phase 2. All right, which is where now the wealth building begins. This phase here is what I call stack cash phase, because all you're doing is stacking cash on top of 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 cash, and that's what you're doing. You're banking cash. That's what you're doing, and don't stop, because even when you get to phase 2, you'll see this still keeps going. This should never stop. It should never. It should just keep growing and growing and growing and growing and growing. Someone's gonna ask, well, come on, dude, I can't do this forever. You brush your teeth every day. You go to work every day. Why can't you do this every day? This is a mindset. This is a way of living. All right. You can live with what do they call it? You've been living on the rat race entire life. You're telling me you can't do this? Okay. If you don't, I'll do it. Hopefully you'll get inspired once I'm actually at the point, because I will publicly be sharing my successes. I'll also be sharing some of my failures as well. All right. Keep it transparent. And because why? I really want you to learn with me. Remember, the mission for this here, the aim for this here is not, the aim is for me to create wealth. But I want to make it more meaningful, because in the past I did things alone. Now I don't want to do things alone. I know I can, but it's no fun. And I know that I can get even further if I bring more people along. So that is the mission. I want us to learn together. I want us to make mistakes together. I want us to dust ourselves together. But more importantly, I want us to succeed together. All right. This is NK24. Tomorrow we're going to go deeper on this phase here. I hope you understand the cycle of stacking cash. And that's what it is. Take control of your financial life, make that decision, create targets. If you don't know these phases in depth, go back to the other days and we will see. Each phase I spend 6 days explaining, going deep on it. All right. Okay. Otherwise, my name is NK24. I'm here to help you create wealth, but more importantly, I want to create wealth for myself. And then for the rest of my life, once I've created it, I want to teach you how to create it. All right. Have a great day. I'll see you tomorrow on day 26. Goodbye.